everybody? Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Folks, it is a beautiful day to be playing Mahjong, and before we get into anything else, let me just start this video off with a one-word statement. Woof, okay? It's not looking good for me right now. It's not looking good, but you know what we can do that we haven't done, that we honestly should have done a long time ago? Change our character to reset the tile flow. We're playing as Washizu with the special Akagi collab background. You know that's going to channel some demonic energies. You know that's going to reset our RNG as we load in. Folks, as we go into the game today, let me just say this. If you've been enjoying the genre lately, feel free to subscribe. I got new videos every single day. You can also leave a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out the channel. Such a great deal. It brings us to our featured comment, or should I say comment of the day. I'm Seth Wrights. The cops started knocking on my door as I accidentally glanced at the video length. And that's why you're never allowed to glance at the video length. Folks, you might not have read the fine print here on Yusong HQ, but when you subscribe to the channel, you're not allowed to look at the video length. Yusong, I've seen you in videos where you have 300 points left and there's 20 seconds left in the video. Yeah, that's exactly why. I still want there to be plausible deniability that I clawed my way out of that disastrous scenario. Thank you so much for the comment. Nori writes, match history suspiciously looking like the calm before the storm. This was posted at a time where I was at a very second place, Steve, place in my life. We are no longer the case. We're now looking like the storm, and geez, we're just hoping to make it to the eye of the hurricane. Thank you so much. Ethan writes, let the record show I like this tree sentinel joke. Now, I think this one was from a Big Walk collab. I think this was from a collab video, but hey, I just want that does sound like me. That does sound like me that I would make a tree sentinel joke. And the context of that comment implies that nobody else in the voice call or in the in-game VoIP laughed at the tree sentinel joke. So I appreciate the validation. Thank you so much for all the comments. And before we get too far into it, this hand is good, by the way. I would call Riichi if I was double-sided Yorkin it, or if I was double pair Yorkin it. Folks, either tempai would be totally fine with me. Unfortunately, our hand is not valid if we open it, so we gotta just bide our time and wait for the Tanyao train to hit the station. Before we get too far into this game, I want to give a quick shout out to all the patrons. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. Link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, as well as the shout out like you're hearing right now, and a whole bunch of other goodies, including a Riichi Mahjong song parody document and our Riichi Mahjong strategy documents. These are documents featuring in-game screenshots of brutal life lessons that I've learned from playing in the Jade Room. So thank you so much to everyone joining. Cypher505 and Diner Ren, or Dine Ren, or Din Aaron, thank you so much for joining. They give me the biggest slice of the pie there, and it's truly like, I'm so grateful for everyone's support. It allows me to keep doing them. For that, I'm very, very grateful. Folks, Right Lord called Riichi. I probably shouldn't have discarded the 1 of characters, but there's 3 copies of the 2 of characters. I was getting a little frisky with it. I can discard 5 of characters. Usually 5 of characters are very suspicious, very dangerous tile to throw in general, let alone when someone calls Riichi. Now we can throw it. If we get into Tenpai, there's a carnal desire to go for it here, but probably I'll just be straight up with you. If I draw into 8 of circles or 9 of bamboo, I'd probably chase here, right? We get to end on a double-sided banger. The likelihood that we sumo or Right Lord deals into us is like decent at that point. If I am double pair Yorkin it, that's just simply not good enough. Hang on, am I willing to cut Eastwind? Eastwind, I think if anyone is going to pawn it, I think it's Left Lord. You started off with a freaky little 1 of circles pawn. I think that means that you probably have a Eastwind pair or triplet that you're maybe not willing to throw. Right Lord cuts 7 of circles. Here's a freaky thing that we could do as well. We could chi into 7 of circles, and yeah, it's not happening. I'll still cut the 8 of bamboo. We could chi into the 7 of circles and be in Tenpai for pure straight. Ooh, okay. It's not bad. Can I tell you something? You're gonna hate this. You're gonna hate this. I'm gonna chi, but instead of being in Tenpai for, we don't even have pure straight. I could have chi'd with the 7, 8, 9. The point is, I wanted to chi in a way that gets me in a Tenpai, so hopefully that, number 1, we don't have to pay out the exhaustive draw penalty. Number 2, we can stay in the dealer seat when it's all said and done. We gotta get a little lucky with the remaining draws that we have. Don't get me wrong, but it still keeps us open to staying in the dealer seat. I'm cutting the 9 of circles because they cut a 6 of circles, meaning that they're not. No, I can't throw this. Lord, tell me how to say no to this. I really should fold to this. I think I unironically need to fold. They could still have a 5-6 in their hand. Well, now that they're not waiting with a 5-6, now I feel really silly. But for a moment, we were infinite. And by infinite, I mean scared. So I'm okay with these decisions. I'm okay with these decisions. They cut a 6 of circles, meaning that they're not waiting with a 7 and an 8 of circles. Hence, I was feeling comfortable throwing the 9 of circles. Yusong, as we sail into the sunset of this East 1 round, are you kidding me? Left Lord Delton on the last freaking tile? Violet with a double pair weight. I respect it. They get Riichi. They get Under the River as well. Under the River is when you get, you win your hand off of the last possible tile. Excuse me. Under the River is when someone deals into you on the last possible tile. Under the Sea is when you sumo on the last possible tile. So, they are, they're very different, but they're both one han. They both give you an additional one han to your hand. Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game today? Thank you so much for asking. Let me take a sip of the water, because you know we got a lot to talk about today. Okay, number 1. I got it. This is a new segment called, Is Yusong Allowed to Be Uncomfortable? This is a new segment called Recovering People Pleaser Learns That He's Allowed to Be Uncomfortable. What do I mean by this? Folks, let me take you on a journey. And I genuinely, like, I don't know. I'm like, this is one of those social situations where I don't know who's necessarily correct. And I don't know. But I would love to talk to you about it, and hopefully in talking about it we can get closer to some, maybe not universal truth, but some the truth of the matter. 4, 5, 6 makes triple sequence kind of dank with it. We're probably not gonna get it because I just drew into a 1-2 of bamboo shape. Really stinks. Please allow me to draw into a 4 of bamboo or a 6 of bamboo. Like, this hand just goes so hard if we can use the door tile. It's not very likely that we get to. And I would take the tempai for anything. Oh, that's so good as well. You know what we can do here? I could still cut the 1-2. We still have 5 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, we have 5 shapes in our hand. The Dora tile. Whoa! Okay, so we I would have drawn into the 1, 2, 3. That's a little unfortunate, but hey, even after all that rigmarole, we're still 1 tile away from tempai. Not feeling so bad after all. What is my nut draw? Ooh. If I chi this, I can't, they won't let me swap out a regular 5. But I could chi this. This is really silly, but I'm going to switch out my pair so that I can accept Left Lord's red 5. This is a manga now. Red Dragon, red 5, Dora. Is it likely? You and I both know the answer to that. You and I both know. It's okay. Prevalent win, red 5. No, it's Dora, red 5. Oh, geez. Okay, well, even after I switched my character, folks, I don't think I did anything illegal right now. I think that we're playing regular Billy Bean Mahjong. And Yostar has decided that they've had enough of my shenanigans. They've had enough of me winning. Not a bad starting grip, right? We got Prevalent Win, White Dragon, 1 Dora. Would love to draw into another Dora. I know that's a little greedy, but I would love another Dora in this hand. Okay, so this is and I truly want to state before I say any of this, there's no villains here, okay? There's genuinely no villains here. What is this? An ambiguous story? Yes, it is. It's a nuanced human experience. Trademark that happens a lot on this channel. Folks, a few months ago, a few weeks ago, I was approached to be like, hey, Yusong, we know you play piano. Do you want to be like the musical accompanist for these musical improv teams for this show coming out? I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting. I'm pretty lonely. I'm not doing that much. You think my social life is bustling? No, I'm definitely interested. And then I was like, hey, just to be straight up with you, like I believe in my piano abilities. You know, I've been tickling the ivories. Don't really. That's like the first time I've said that out loud. I don't like how that sounded. But since I was like 4 years old, you know, like I'm fairly like not confident. I don't have an ounce of confidence in my body. But like, you know, like piano, okay, sure. But I've never done this before. I've never accompanied a musical improv team. So before like I confirm to anything, I can probably do these 2 shows. But before I confirm to anything, can you just put me into contact with like one person from like each of these teams so I can just like talk to them for 5 minutes? Talk to them for 5 minutes just to confirm like I can do what they want me to do, because I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to embarrass them. Probably I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Hang on. Am I really doing this? Am I really doing this? This feels like such a bad idea. This is like half outside. This is so bad. Why did I start sheeing into the one of bamboo? Should I have waited here to solidify some value in my hand? Because now, I mean, it probably wasn't going to be a 3-Han hand anyway. Voice is sounding a little raspy lately. I've been doing a lot of recording ahead of the Vancouver trip. Apologies for sounding like, I don't know, I've been smoking for 3 generations. East 3, should I have been more patient with my first one so chi? And that's an interesting debate. So it's a vivacious debate in the marketplace of ideas. So I was like, so okay, let me walk you through the timeline. They're like, hey, would you like to do these? Well, this is paid. And I was like, you know, I'm like, don't tell them this, but like, I was willing to do it for $5. You know what I mean? The money isn't important. Like, if I was trying to make money in my spare time, I wouldn't be like, you know, hanging out in the musical. You know what I mean? I try to like I'm doing it for the love of the game. I would do it for $5 and a soda. You know what I mean? Like, the money is not important. But they were like, can you do this? We'll pay you. I was like, I can probably do it. This time I'm free, but can I talk to someone? Because I don't want to, like, and I've never done it before. I was trying to explicitly be like, express all the trepidation in the world, because I was like, oh yeah, I've never done this before. I just don't want to embarrass my, like, I didn't say that exactly, but I did explicitly say, I've never done this before. Can I talk to someone to make sure that I know what they're looking for, so that I can be confident that I can provide them with what they need? Folks, and like, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, I know how to bust out a 2-5-1 chord progression. You think I don't know how to walk down the bass line a half step each time, pretending like I'm the Beatles? Folks, that's fine. Like, I got that, you know? I'm lost in the woods right now. I'm lost in the freaking woods. Because I think I'm supposed to discard the Dora, but I really don't want to discard the Dora. This is one of those situations where I have no sense of self. Like, if I wasn't on a losing streak lately, I would know what to discard in this situation. But because I'm on a losing streak and I've lost my sense of self, I no longer know. And it's not just like, oh, you want to be a little greedy little gremlin. Number 1, yes, sir. Number 2, Left Lord is going for a half flush in the circle suit. So they could have a reason that they could be doing that is because they could have 1, 2, 3 copies of the Dora. A Crosslord, you're feeding. You're running it down mid right now, and I need you to lock in a little bit. It's very clear what the player on our left is doing. Can you lock in a little bit and not give them the circle tiles that they so require? I would greatly appreciate it. I hope this email finds you well. Thank you very much. Okay, I probably still, even so, I don't know if I'm ever allowed to discard the Dora. Sheesh, babish. Okay, this is interesting. I could use the Dora as my pair if I just draw into Tenpai right now. Like, if I draw into Red Dragon, what I call Riichi, nope, nope. I think I would get one of Bamboo followed by one of Bamboo. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, even when I'm not streaming. I greatly appreciate it. 7 of characters getting eaten alive unceremoniously hurts. I'm going to cut the 5 and the 6 of characters. A little bit risky, but I know Left Lord's not going for those tiles. A Crosslord could be going for something in the stupid head suit. Folks, this is gaming of the highest caliber. Oh no, it's gaming of the cowardliest caliber. Look, 2 of circles made it past everyone like moments ago. I just don't know if you've improved your hand since then. I hope that you haven't. Oh my god, I don't know if I've ever, like, I mean, maybe it's like a hot potato. It's better to get rid of it earlier than later. Can you do these shows? We'll pay you. I can probably do these 2 shows, but I need to confirm with someone on either team. And then, like, last night I get or 2 nights ago I get an email being like, hey, so just to check, you're confirmed for these 2 shows, right? I was like, hey, no, like, I need to talk to someone. And they were like, oh, sorry about that. We'll try to get you in contact with someone soon. And I was like, don't sweat it. Like, I'm sure, you know, producing shows is a nightmare. You have to herd comedians like cats. Like, and this is bozo accompanies too. You got a lot of moving parts. Oh, what about a tech rehearsal here and there? What about a run of show, et cetera, et cetera? When does everyone got to be at the venue? When are the doors open, et cetera? There's a lot to be. By the way, we're in Tenpai. No one's gonna cut White Dragon unless they got a Death Wish. One of Bamboo is like remotely feasible. It doesn't matter. This is so... If you sumo on the White Dragon, I cry. You sumo on the Green Dragon, you had to pair the White Dragons. We had an equivalent chance to win that one. Left Lord Sumo's a freaking manga. They didn't even have a half flush. But, like, part of the reason that they open up their hand aggressively is, like, they could have 2 Dora. That's one of the reasons why. Okay? Not a bad starting grip. Me on a, oh my god. Well, okay, if you have any kids watching, tell them to turn off the video right now, okay? I'll wave my hand when it's safe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not a bad starting grip. Me on a JOI video. That's disgusting. Okay. Welcome back to the video. A few nights ago, hey, just you're confirmed for these shows, right? I was like, no, I haven't talked to anyone. Hey, I would love to talk to someone. Sorry, like our bad. We'll try to put you in contact. This morning I get an email, like putting me on 2 big email chains, being like, hey, everyone, this is Yusong. He'll be your pianist for these 2 upcoming shows. I'm like, hold up. Since when? This must have happened under the cover of darkness, because I'm not sure when this exactly happened. I don't know. I don't know how. Like, I don't know how we arrived at this conclusion. But it, like, really made me, like, upset and uncomfortable. Because I was like, so I was just like, you know what? Like, I was kind of on the fence about all this just because it's the weekend my parents are visiting. Probably shouldn't do too much. There are rehearsals, and I'm like, I don't know if I have the time to, if I'm going to be completely honest. So I was like, you know, hey, I don't think I'm going to, like, I can't do this. So this, and I'm like, anytime I have to, like, assert some boundaries, or, like, or when I feel like, and I'm not saying that someone spat in my face, and, like, and I genuinely don't think that please don't get it twisted. I think I am chopped liver. You know what I mean? I don't think that anyone has to, like, special treatment, or, like, you know, I feel like some people, when they upload videos on the internet, they deserve to be, like, treated like a freaking prince, you know? And I'm like, no, I am chopped liver. In this instance, I am chopped liver. I've never done this before. I don't really know anyone. I'm lonely. I would have done it for $5 and a Coke. Like, I'm not asking for special treatment, but I need it, like, one thing. And here's the thing about having, like the self-esteem of a doormat, you know, it's, and I don't know if anybody else is so therapy maxed and self-improvement pilled that they've also experienced this, but, like, when your brain, when you grow up maybe like a people pleaser, or maybe when you grow up with like a difficult relationship with confidence in general, when you feel like you've been wronged, your brain will try to, like, contort itself to show that actually you maybe deserved it, or actually, like, no, like, you know, actually, it must have been something else, because it couldn't be that you've been wrong. It can't be. It cannot be that you were wronged. Like, there must be some other explanation. By the way, folks, we maybe have a mixed triple sequence, but I might just try to sail into the sunset. Please deal in. Yes! Okay, that's fine, because I was kind of running out of safe tiles anyway. Riichi C win, Pueblo win. 77 hundo? 77 hundo. Would you look at that? Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing. So I was like, I'm actually so uncomfortable by this that I no longer want to do it. Like, I understand that I lost out on the opportunity to make some friends and maybe get a free Coca-Cola, but, like, I'm just too uncomfortable. I'm genuinely too uncomfortable. It's just like, this is like, I just don't like it. I just don't like it, you know? So anyway, that's the soup du jour. That's the, you know, it's so scary. And I genuinely, like, I tried to be nice, because I was like, I've tried to, like, help produce live shows before. It's a total disaster. And, like, and not only that, like, you gotta, if you're in the process of, like, producing a few of them, your email chains must be a nightmare. Like, I can't imagine how horrific that all is. Like, genuinely, no shade whatsoever. No shade whatsoever. By the way, I would love to win this hand. Seat wind. Dora red 5. Are you kidding me? There's a freaking Mangan. I would chi into literally anything. Chi something, I'm giving up on you. Please. I would pawn into anything. Even if it's a 5 of bamboozlers, I would happily pawn into that. 2 tiles away from top. I get to pawn the Dora. Holy frick. I cannot believe this is real. If there, please, Yostar. Please. I'm not saying I deserve it, but, like, once a guy has been struck by lightning 3 times in a row, surely he deserves a day at the spa. So I don't know. Because you feel like I felt like I was being, like, you know, dramatic, or maybe, like, in a pejorative sense, like a diva, being like, but no, I just genuinely felt so uncomfortable. I genuinely just felt like so uncomfortable. And I think I'm trying to do some therapy speak on myself, being like, Yusong's allowed to be uncomfortable. What is wrong here? And it's not like I said no, being like, hey, you work on commission, don't you? It's not like I said no in a forceful way. I was like, truly, I wish you the best of luck. I can't wait to like hear about the shows from my friends. Like I can't wait. I just don't think this is right for me. I think that like there's a miscommunication. I haven't confirmed yet. I was like, I asked I did say like I feel uncomfortable, and I asked for this. I asked to talk just to make sure that I could do it before confirming on this date and on this date. And then I was like, I support the heck out of these shows, and I will continue like rooting for this. It's a cool community thing. Don't get me wrong. It's like such a cool community thing. I don't want to poo-poo it. I'm sure everyone's gonna have so much fun, and the audience members are gonna have so much fun. I just can't do it. I'm not. Because when I'm there, if I'm there the whole time, I'll be like, okay, so what? They oh, I was like, you know, the piano accompanist hacky sack that was just kind of kicked around in a few emails, and then I'm here and I'm just like not happy. I'm like, I don't want to do a show like that, you know. Plus, I don't want to like, you know, it's probably I was genuinely so on the fence because I was like, dude. Like you probably hanging out with your parents, you're probably all gonna want to kill each other and like, or excuse me, well that's in the video now. But like you're all gonna want to be really angry at each other for like, you know, if you hang out for more than 3 hours. But like it probably behooves you to spend a little bit more time with your family this time. Which is why I bought my Pokemon cards. We're gonna bond. I'm gonna force everyone to bond over Pokemon cards. We're gonna do a little bit of adult-based gambling via the magic of Pokemon cards. Not really, but that's the game plan. So I'm like, okay, Yusong, it's probably all gonna be okay. Don't deal in with the White Dragon gaming. Am I gonna win this hand? Probably not. I mean, we foreshadowed it a little bit earlier. Perhaps if we get very, very lucky, a little under the river, under the sea. Left Lord has discarded so many characters. What are you, the first draft of a USA pilot? Yusong, no one watches cable TV anymore, and nobody knows what the USA Network is? Okay, hang on. You've discarded so many characters. What are you, Tim Robinson's Notes app? Okay! Left Lord had 3 copies of the 6. This is the worst. They're staying in the dealer seat. Folks, it's 23 minutes in. What a tangled web we weave. Okay, it's okay. Okay, the seat went so nice, they gave me them twice. And I draw into a Dora tile for my first draw, which isn't terrible, but the rest of my hand, I got all these stinky one-sided weights, right? I don't know. And I genuinely don't think anyone was like being malicious, being like, oh, we're gonna, you know, we're just gonna make all these assumptions. I think it was just like some wires got crossed. But I think, you know, the therapy speak to myself. I think Yusong is allowed to act. Yusong is allowed to be a little uncomfortable, you know. Like I don't know why I have such a hard time admitting that. It's just, I think you want to like, this is some real. This might get a little heavy, but it's like, you know, if you have a little bit of a grim time during childhood, and like your brain has to make sense of it somehow, so your brain might think to yourself like, oh, there must have been a reason that I like deserve this, etc., etc. When no, in reality, there's just not. You know, it's just like chaos, and like you didn't deserve it. You absolutely didn't. So it's one of those things where it's like the brain is really uncomfortable. It's like 2 north poles of a magnet trying to touch. You know, but you gotta just do it. You gotta believe in yourself. So anyway. That's the soup du jour. I appreciate you listening. And I do, like, Yusong, tell me that you did not start a YouTube channel where you play Riichi Mahjong only so that you could vent and treat them as journal entries so that you may gain clarity on your interpersonal interactions. Oops. But, like, I appreciate this channel sometimes as that kind of vehicle, because I'm like, okay, yeah, I think like this is totally fine. I just needed to say it out loud. I genuinely just needed to say it out loud. Appreciate everyone coming on this journey with me. Yusong, what else is going on, folks? I bought a hand massager. Oh, Yusong. Okay, hang on. If you got any kids watching, make them turn off the video. I'll wave when it's safe again. On 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a hand massager. What are you yorking it so much that you literally need to massage your hands so you be yorking it? No, I haven't been yorking it that much that I need a hand massager. Get your mind out of the freaking gutter, okay, you bozo. Welcome back to the video. I bought a hand massager. online. And here's the thing, okay? I wanted to be very careful about this. And I was going into this purchase decision very, very cynically. Because I feel like with online shopping, I try to avoid it. Because of this one thing. Doctors hate this one trick. I try to avoid online shopping explicitly because it means that your closet is going to get filled with electronic junk that you're never going to use. You know, you're just like, it's e-waste. You know when you buy a computer and then, oh, hang on. Dude. What? If I skip this, if I skip this, I have one safe discard. And if I cheat this, I'm in Tenpai. It's not terrible. East 4, repeat gazillion, 3 mon chi. I don't know if that's right. The winner takes it all. He's ABBA posting. When you pop off so hard, but your throat hurts, so you're just quietly singing ABBA in your own bedroom. I don't know any of the other lyrics. It's such a moving ballad too. Everyone, I need everyone to be real chill about this, okay? I need someone to throw the Dora. Maybe because you're second monitor gaming right now and you don't recognize that the particle effects of the red dragon have not kicked in. I'm one tile away from Tenpai. Oh my goodness. I can accept so many tiles as well. What I call Riichi, indubitably I would call Riichi, okay? And I don't use that word lightly. Indubitably I would call Riichi. Would I pawn it to Red Dragon? Does he know? Yes, I would absolutely pawn it to Red Dragon. You don't want to, like, you know when you buy a computer and you get that, okay, look, I would call Riichi even if I just used the Red Dragon as my pair. I would absolutely do that. You think I wouldn't? You think I wouldn't push myself up against a wall and use the Red Dragons as my pair? Wrong. Okay, so obnoxious today. You know when you buy a computer and they give you like a fake mouse and a fake keyboard? And don't get me wrong, like I've used those before in the past. They do the job, but they're not like as good as like even like a $15 or $20 computer mouse or like a $15 or $20 like it doesn't even have to be a mechanical keyboard. It could just be like a keyboard, you know? The keyboard that they give you for default in the box that the computer comes with is, I'm going to lose it, folks. I am going to lose it. I have a triple-sided weight with 3 Dora. Now, the bad news about this is that Left Lord, because they were willing to discard the Dora, it means that you got something. I'm making them sweat a little by not clicking the you know, letting that button just hang in the air a little bit. You're going to pawn instead of having 2 more safe tiles. My, I invite you into my parlor. I absolutely do. Call me Becca Scott on Dropout. Okay. But like, you absolutely, please. Please, you're all welcome guests. No way I'm about to get wronged. Okay. Please, statistically, God is on my side. No? Yusong, but you've sinned so much. You've sinned way too much for God to be on your side. And this is why you switch characters. And this is why you switch characters. When you're down in the dumps, you gotta switch characters a little bit. You're not, no one's, hey, and this is why you can't look at the video length, because you never know what the frick is gonna happen in the second half of the video, okay? That felt awesome. Left Lord, what happened? You're a ball knower as well. What the frick happened? That was very strange. But they must have, I mean, I shouldn't be, you know, this is, what kind of ELO bias is this? Just because I know that they're Saint, I'm now thinking they must have had a good reason to discard the Dora. Saints can bleed. We've seen that in recent history. Deleted scenes of the Conclave be like, Yusong, focus. I'm begging you to focus. I'm begging you to focus. Just a wee bit of focus. Bought a hand massager. I didn't want it to be e-junk, so I got like a nicer hand massager. Why? It's because recently when I'm like cracked my knuckles, it sounds like, you know, on like a history documentary when it's like a Roman building is like crumbling to the ground and it's really, really dramatic and, you know, the all cracks in the marble and the stone or whatever. Sometimes when I crack my knuckles, it sounds like that. And I'm like, why does it sound like that? It shouldn't sound like that, you know? You know, and I'm not trying to like police anyone else's fingers or anything. It's probably fine. Hang on. There's like maybe a world where this is pure straight. It's probably not this world. It's probably not even Juice World. Yusong, what does that even mean? I just know that there's an artist called Juice World, and it felt fun to say. So hence I said it. Okay, left lord cuts 5 of circles, right lord pawns 5 of circles. Freaky, but I love it. I respect it. Yeah, I like that. Why? They called Riichi with the red 5. Like, if this is fine. At least the Ipatsu is broken. They do get pure double sequence, and they do get Pinfu. That's a little unfortunate, but we can live with this. We can absolutely live with this. If they were waiting with a 5-6, they would never call Riichi with the red 5, unless they were truly diabolical mode gaming. So I like Right Lord's discard of the 7 of circles. That's a nice discard right there. Pair of the red DZs, ain't nothing wrong with that. What do I want to draw into? 6 of bamboo followed by 7 of bamboo. That's one way that we can use the red 5 and the Dora. You saying you don't have the Dora yet? And yet I dream. And yet I dream. And it is not a foolish one. We dream up big ideas, aka mangans, so that we may settle for one hot hand and still feel okay. I pawn the red dragon. Now this is a little weird. I think I'm about to take it downtown. Oh my god. Folks, this is why I shouldn't record too many videos. This is why before I go on a trip and I'm trying to get a big backlog in advance, like it's a dangerous time for you, son. Is that a new catchphrase? You're taking it downtown? No, I don't even know what that's in reference to. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, we are going for a half flush in the character suit. If we're lucky, all triplets as well. But we don't need all triplets. If it happens, it happens. But if I end up on a 2-5 weight, I will be very, very happy with that as well, right? Casting a wide net, a lot of tiles that we can win from on a double-sided weight versus a double pair weight or something along those lines. Sure, first pawn. Here's the thing. The only world where we go for all triplets is that if it's gifted to us on a silver platter, as in we pawn the 3 of characters. However, if I get the chance to be in Tenpai, I'm going to take the chance to be in Tenpai. Here we freaking go. I am in Tenpai right now. It's a double pair weight. It's not perfect, but we could always improve it too. If we draw into a 7 of characters or a 5 of characters, both of those could improve this hand's odds of winning, and I would definitely take those. I would definitely take the upgrade, especially me when I'm on like an Apple Store program or something. Especially because we're not gonna get all triplets, so it's not even like we're playing for more value. We're just trying to win a 3-hon hand and prevent anybody else from coming back into this game with a Mongon. Left Lord a little freaky with it, right? Not sure what this 1-2-3 chi is all about. They probably have Green Dragon triplet in their hands or Westwind triplet in their hands, because they're certainly not going for a flush. They could have a 1-2-3 mixed double sequence, but I wouldn't say it's that likely. Okay. They did have a half outside hand. Okay, half outside hand, 1 Dora. Very spicy. And again, this is maybe the ELO confirmation bias, but the same player is not going to roll over and die as expected. We have 4 pairs on our starting hand. If I draw into a 5th one, I will absolutely go for the 7 pairs. That unfortunately is playable. Like now, if I draw into 3 of characters, it's like Haley Welsh turned motivational speaker, Hawk doable. You know what I mean? It's Hawk doable if I draw into a 3 of bamboo. I don't want it to be, but it's like that is a situation that could occur. What I want to draw into, there's also like Tanya. Ooh, okay. 7, 8, 9 is okay. I'm still 2 tiles away from Tenpai. What's my nut draw? Okay, my nut draw is probably like 2 of characters, followed by red 5 of bamboo, followed by 5 of bamboo. Now, that's not going to happen because of the sheer amount of 5 of bamboos that have already been discarded. So what is my actual nut draw? 7 of characters, followed by 7 of bamboo, followed by 4 of characters, followed by 4 of characters. That's a nice way to get into Tenpai. It is Riichi nothing, nothing, nothing. Maybe pure double sequence if we're lucky, but probably not, considering all the discards. I could chi there for a vague chance at all simples, but I don't think that I'm supposed to. Me when I'm doing something morally dubious. Whew. Anyway, hand massager got here, and what's my review of it? Hang on, I'm never allowed to discard the Dora. I'm genuinely just like not allowed to discard the Dora. Brian's parents let you discard the Dora. We're not at Brian's home right now. I'm not allowed to discard the Dora. Right Lord has Green Dragon, red 5. The only way we lose this hand, like unceremoniously, this game unceremoniously, is if we deal in Omega mode with the Dora. I'm not doing that. And honestly, looking at this hand right now, I am not down to clown. Your Honor, I'm not down to clown. Don't deal in. Okay, Right Lord with a pawn on the Westwind. Very freaky. Very freaky indeed. They cut a 7 and an 8 in their hand. I think they might be single tile Yorking it on the 9, or they have a pair of the 9s or something. Left Lord is gonna chi. Oh my god! Oh my god! What am I gonna throw now? What am I gonna throw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 shapes in my hand. You've got to be kidding me. I have 5 pairs in my hand. I mean, 4 bamboo looks okay, right? They're not waiting with a 2-3. They're not waiting with a 5-6. So, all things considered, this is a decent tile to throw. I mean, there's also this, which literally just got discarded. You're not waiting with a 5-6. You could be waiting with an 8-9, but 3 of the 9s are visible, so I'm okay with discarding it. Northwind is a little freaky because it is their seat wind as well. Left Lord is going to sumo. I hate that. I'm not going to lie to you. I hate that. Wow, they were even in Tenpai with not a guaranteed valid hand. Had they drawn into 9 of characters, they would have been in permanent for Earth and jail. So what is this? So it's going to come down to South 4. Left Lord in the dealer seat. Okay. My starting hand is not that good, but we could pinfu. We could absolutely pinfu if the stars align, and that's not a bad first draw. Genuinely not a bad first draw. Picasso, when he was just starting out as a student, bought the hand massager. First of all, I have too much trust in machines because it started working, and then I realized at any moment this might just like break my hand. What am I doing? I just don't trust. Like, I have so much trust in this little machine not to like utterly destroy me. Now, there's no like iron in it. I think it's just like air being compressed or something and like plastic moving around. And then I was like, okay, this is just okay. Like, it's fine. It's like wiggling my fingers a little, which honestly, I don't mean to be a pervert or anything. It's kind of all that I wanted out of a hand massager. I just wanted to like wiggle my fingers like left and right a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, hang on. Three pairs in this hand. Probably nothing. But maybe pure straight? I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. Hilarious. What happens if I draw into... But the 7 of circles isn't ever going to happen. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Okay, if I draw into like a 4 of bamboo or a 6 of bamboo, I cut 8 and 9 of circles. In that order. Try to get rid of the 8 first. Keep a safe tile for later. Okay. You know what? I don't believe in the 7. I genuinely don't believe in the 7. What is my nut draw? Anything. Anything is my nut draw. The possibilities are endless right now. I would call Riichi on anything just because I don't want Left Lord to win this one. I must call Riichi in the sense that my hand is impossible to be valid without calling Riichi. I wish I could pawn. I wish I could pawn you, but I literally can't. Okay, so now our nut draw. Ooh, no. It's actually not the 9 of circles, just because 9 of circles is already... We see all 4 copies of Exodia. It's never going to become a triplet. Apologies to the 9 of circles stands in the audience, but I can't hitch my horse to that wagon. 6 of bamboozlers now an acceptable tile. Isn't that quaint? Isn't that curious? Eastwind, I wish I could pawn. I wish I could pawn. Oh, double-sided banger, potentially. Double-sided banger, potentially. Left Lord pawning into 8 of characters means that you're probably going for Tanyao. I hate that I have to discard a 5 of bamboo. Probably that I have to discard a 5 of bamboo into your Tanyao. I don't like that. I don't like that, and yet I must. And yet I must try to play for first, you know? 5 of bamboo is now hilariously a safe tile to Left Lord. Everything's coming up Millhouse, baby. Okay, it's feeling okay. But I need to be able to get into Tenpai. That's the first and foremost, that's the thing. Could we try to sail into the sunset and fold? Yeah, but I think Left Lord, if they repeat a few times in the dealer seat, like, we're not going to be happy about that. They could, like, if they win with a... Oh my god, if they win with a 2-han hand here, they just end the game in first. So, folks, I don't think that we have recourse here, except to, like, make a push for Tenpai. Now... Another interesting thing is that we also just... Oh, no. I was going to pawn and Shi to get into Tenpai as well. To not pay out the exhaustive draw. White Dragon Sumo is also enough? That's so gross. That's so gross. They wouldn't even let me get first after being struck by lightning 3 times. On the thinnest of margins. That's okay. Plus 71. Hey, it's been a long time since we've seen this go up. That's kind of nice. So I was like, okay, this hand massager is just okay. I like how it's wiggling my fingers. And then it did a thing where it like kind of compressed a little on my wrist. And I was like, my chakras are being opened. It's, folks, if this, I don't know. I'm not in the pocket of big hand massager, okay? But the wrist stuff genuinely rocked my world. I was like, wow, I didn't know that I needed a little piece of plastic and some like air being compressed into squeezing my wrist. Yusong, tell me you're not that touch starved. I don't have to answer to you, okay? My lawyer's not present. But like, it rocked, folks. I don't know. It's a weird sense. It was a good sensation though. East 4 repeat gazillion. 3 Mon Chi. Yes, they called Riichi, and I had no safe tiles. They love the Chi here. I have a 3-Han hand that's worth fighting for. This is a, what, 5,800 point 3-Han hand? Is it 3-Han 30? Oh, it's just 3,900. Okay, yeah, so true, so true. Stop trying to sound smart. Look, I'm just trying to guess because we're absorbing the scoring process via osmosis right now. East 3. Should I have been more patient? Yeah, there was a horrible round. Yeah. This was the horrible round. Where I was like, should I have been more patient? Chi, they don't love. Honestly, they don't love it here. Okay, but now that I've opened up my hand, have the floodgates been opened? They still hate the Chi. Yeah, because this hand is, like, so bad. This hand is really bad. You want me to guarantee the use of the door as well. I can respect that. And, like, 3 of characters is a little bit harder to use, so I can see us going for that as well. Okay, I should have been more patient here. I should have been more patient here. This is going in the LibreOffice document. Well, hang on. I just believe in myself. Like, imagine if this hand drew into another Dora. That's like saying imagine if you won the lottery, but, like, I know I'm going to get either East Wind or White Dragon eventually. And I don't think that being an Autozuke Aaron, which is when you open up your hand even when you don't have a valid Yaku confirmed, is a terrible idea in this instance, you know? And then I came back into this game, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I was gaming impossibly hard. Let me see what the Dora discard was all about here. Okay, they're just on their way to Tenpai. Yeah. You're 1 tile away from Tenpai. 30 seconds from Mars. I pawn up the Dora. And now what are you doing? You're just kind of gaming right now. Okay? You're just kind of gaming right now. That's fair. Maybe they see something that I don't. They kind of 2 a bamboo. Maybe they see something I don't. But I don't think they're playing very much defense at all. They're 1 tile away from Tenpai with a very beautiful hand right now. And then oh my god, they make it into Tenpai. Yeah, hence the deal. This is all simple as Pinfu, red 5, red 5. 7,700 point Ron, 8,000 point Sumo, because you also get Sumo. Yeah, gross. Genuinely gross. If you Sumo on the 5 as well, is that Hanemon? Pinfu, Tanya, red 5, pure double sequence, Sumo? Yeah, it's Hanemon if you Sumo. So I like that they didn't call Riichi. Okay, nice. Would I probably slam the Riichi there? Said something like, welcome to the thumbnail? Yeah, probably. Just because the player with 3 Dora is probably not going to fold. So I wouldn't just do it because of the thumbnail. I would do it because, you know, one of the players is not going to fold. Folks, fun game. We just got to be patient. I think so long as we're patient, we will regain our sense of self. And once we do, we'll literally be unstoppable. By the way, almost got my sorry to flipboard mog you, but kind of almost got that noise cleared out. Folks, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the genre, feel free to subscribe. I got new videos every single day. Not all of them are filled with stories of interpersonal conflict, but some of them are. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord, our VOD channel. Oh yeah, one of the other things that I didn't talk about was, like, at no point was, like, payment mentioned. Like, no point was payment mentioned. Oh, that was a big part of it. Whatever. But, like, it was like, that's just, I'm just uncomfortable with that. Stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord, our VOD channel, and our Patreon. Best way to support me. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting me on Patreon. Until next time, please take care of yourself, and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.